Hello everyone! In honour of Brain Awareness Month, it has made me think that we should do something in order to improve our brains and attention spans. To anyone who's got a low attention span, here is something I think we should all try. Because to me, I think that I'm able to pay attention for a long period of time, but there's always room for improvement, especially when you've had as many things done to my brain. I want everyone to try this, and then I want you to come back and put it in the comments, or you can just do this video. When you watch the next video, I want you to look at when you start to decide to leave. Have a look at the time that you're considering leaving, and think about when it is and why it is. Is it that the person is boring? Is it that the person has delivered the information that you were looking for? Do they waffle too much? Or is it none of these things, and it's just that you've got so used to 60-second clips? So my challenge is to do something this week that will improve your attention span. Maybe try some of the games that are here on YouTube, because yes, there are now games on YouTube. Maybe try some of the ones that improve brain function and attention. Also, try to watch a simple video on here. Not everything has to have flashing lights and many pictures. Sometimes just listen to the message that is being given to you. Then you will be able to know whether or not the person is actually boring and you're interested more in the lights and the pictures, or if they themselves are a good YouTuber who can hold your attention with nothing but their voice. A bit like a podcast. And here's another question. Can you listen to podcasts, or do you find them difficult because there's nothing on screen? I love a good podcast. You can put them down and listen in the background and there's no adverts. I love listening to Mr. Borland, Danielle Kirsty, Emma, Kenny, and ones like this. I love the way that they tell the story in such a way that it keeps you gripped, and I specifically really think that Emma's humour is hysterical. I love the sarcasm, and you don't see humour like that today. Going back to the challenge quickly though, when you do find out the first time that you pause, please make a note of it and then tell me how many times you paused, when you paused, and then if and when you gave up. If you had no pauses and you watched from beginning to end, also let me know, because it would be very interesting to know. Again, it doesn't have to be my video, just be in general. And it would be very interesting to think about why you're pausing, because we live in such a fast-paced world. Is it just that they're boring, or is there more to it under the surface? Also, if you're pausing but you're still interested, that might be a reason. You might have to pause it so you can go and make your lunch. Me personally, I just take it with me when I go to get my lunch, but I'd still love to know. As I said, the reason for this challenge is mainly because if we stop and think and focus, it will bring to our mind the reason that we're doing something rather than just getting into a swiping frenzy. Another reason that I might pause is because I'm watching a creator that I enjoy and they've suddenly put out a new video while I'm watching an older one. So I pause that one, go to watch the new one, and then come back later after I've given them the view for the algorithm. The reason I'm doing this challenge is because my brain has been through so much, and I swear that it looks like a bowling ball with everything that it's been through. So I really want to make sure that I'm keeping it active, because as my family keeps telling me, your brain is a muscle, and if you don't use it, then you will lose it. So if you're a person with a 60-second attention span, try to get to 61 seconds, then next time try to get to 62, and so on. Here is something to get your mind going. My dog and I, when he was a puppy, we used to play mirroring games. So I would do an action and then he would copy, or he would do an action and I would copy him. And he got the idea because he learned to use his brain from the minute I got him home, and he was 7 weeks old and he couldn't go outside. I just made sure that his brain was as active as he would be if he was outdoors. Also, the reason why I think I could never beat my mum at Scrabble is that my mum was an avid reader, and when I asked her how she knows so many words, she said it was because she used to read books even if she didn't like them, just to get the information. Now she's practically unbeatable. If you do that, you're also learning discipline. Even though it wasn't her favourite, she still did it, and she's amazing at words. Surely you don't have to be an only child to have an amazing attention span. It's harder if you have siblings because you always have someone there if you're bored. But there must be a way that even if you have siblings, even if you have someone who's always there for you, that you know that your brain is not going to train itself. Multitasking is another good way to train your brain, as I have covered in one of my videos. Knitting is a good way to train your brain. Maybe watch a video and try to knit to the pattern of someone's speech. Who knows? The final thing is to think about this. If you are the kind of person who tells people to get to the point because they're taking too long, what exactly do you have to do that you have to ruin a person's storytelling ability? If there is no reason, then try to just sit back and enjoy the ride. If you're still here, then you're handsome, and you're beautiful, and you, well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more. Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know if you play puzzle games.